Hey guys, welcome to Tiny House Customs. I'm Dan. In this video, I'm going to show you how I installed my windows. Well, I'm going to show you one. I've also started a new video series pre-titled with Just For You, and that series is just available on my Patreon page. It's a lot of the stuff that hits the cutting room floor, or if I filmed something and I didn't really like how it came out, then it's going over to Patreon. It's just something extra for my Patreon supporters. So I did install another window and I filmed and documented that whole thing. So that's going to be over on Patreon. There's also a tour video, and there's also a vlog style video that I did when I went to the Roxville plant. Now this video was going to be paired with other videos that I filmed, but then after I started editing the whole process, I felt like this one window went over everything that I needed to do real well. So I kind of cut the rest of the stuff out. I'm going to be referring to that other footage that I filmed, but it's not going to make it into this video. So if you want to check that video out, go check out my Patreon page. The link's going to be in the description below. $1 a month, you'll get advanced access to all my content, behind the scenes stuff, all this great things, and you'll be helping support a fully fan-funded build. So let's get started, guys. Like I said, I was going to show you 3 different ways to cut out plywood from your tiny house. First time I ever cut plywood out in a video, I had a bunch of people complain to me saying, why don't you just use the flush cutting router bit? Personally, it's one of the slowest ways. It's not the slowest way. I already showed you the slowest way, and probably the worst way to do it is with a Sawzall. It works, it gets the job done. But you can buy a flush cutting router bit. There's a bearing right here and a router bit thingy-majiggy. And they do sell them with the bearing in the middle, and on the top here there would be a point. So you could plunge it in and then do your routering. I don't have one of those. I just have the flush cutting bit. I'm gonna give it a try, and I'm not a fan of this, but I'll do it for you because everyone complains. I think it's right here. Probably should have turned the light on because I don't know. Here are the love machines. God, you're dumb. Okay, thank you for the loving. Okay, watch out. Okay, there you go. I just showed you that that is not the most efficient way of doing that. Look at, and it's got smoke, which smoke means fire. We don't want smoke in the house. Some smoke we can have in the house, not all smoke. Now this bit might be a little dull, and so that's why it's not cutting well. But I mean, generally most of you guys aren't going to have a router, so I don't think that's a good way of doing it. A circular saw is going to be the best way to do it personally. I'm going to have to cut a couple times though, and I'll show you what I do, but it's one of the most efficient ways of doing this project right here. So I know my window is about that big. So I'm just going to rough cut that out, and then I'll measure up to my header, jacks, and sill, snap some official lines, some perfect lines, and cut those. It's Charlotte's Web. Come on, Charlotte. Fucking tried to kill me. Why is your hair standing up? You're okay. It's okay. Look, you got a little mohawk. All right, now that I got that cut out, I'm just gonna measure up to my header. So right here, I got 2 3/4. I wanna make this opening just a hair bigger, so I'm just gonna go like an 1/8 inch bigger. Now I measured right where that was. Same with here, so I'm gonna measure here, it's gonna be different, 2 1/2, so 2 5/8-ish. All the way around. All right, so I got that marked out and snapped. I'm just gonna take my circular saw and cut it. Ready? Really crappy blade. That demo I did the other day destroyed my blade. Beautiful for spacious skies. Now, my assistant was supposed to go get me something, but he's useless. A useless assistant. Yeah, you. All right, so I got those cut out. Now I'm going to Tyvek this and do other stuff too on top of that. Just a lot of loud noises with unusable audio. Kind of screwed up right there, don't tell anyone. Fold this down. Good. Now generally when you do this, you want this Tyvek paper to go inside. So you find your corners, come down on a 45, and then about 3-4 inches in from where that jack is, you would cut it, and you cut around, and then you would fold that excess into the house. Now for years I installed windows, and there's a flange on your typical windows, and if you tape that flange, I don't see a reason to have that paper go inside, People will disagree with me. Some people say to fold this up and put it on top of the flange. Don't think that's necessary, again, because if you use a good tape, it'll solve all those problems that you might have. So I'm just cutting it flush, but I would recommend not doing it this way. Can you hand me a roll of tape that's upstairs? It's black, it's really wide, like 3.5 inches wide. It's got white backing on it. It's tape-like. It's a roll of tape. Go. Thank you. Oh, I guess that really is just showing the slobbiness. Wow, I've never been so close to dropping the camera before. That was a record-breaking closeness. Years ago, people didn't install a pan on the bottom of the windows, but I've done a lot of remodels where you take old windows out of houses, and generally the sills are going to be a little rotted because water gets in there. But because of this tape technology, I know tape is new technology, I recommend doing this. Now, you can buy wider stuff, but this is what I got. So I'm going to use this. Hold tight. I'm going to cut straight on this corner, fold it down onto my sill. I'm going to cut 2 pieces about 6 inches long. Stick these right on that corner, hanging in about 1 inch, and then flex that in so I get good sealing on that corner. Make sure my sill's clean, and I'm going to do another one right on top. I want it to run, I want this piece to run up onto the side of the jacks, just a few inches, not getting crazy there, just a few inches. I mean, if you've got a really nice budget, maybe do this around the whole window would be a cool idea. I don't have one of them fancy budgets. And there, I got a nice pan. There's a caulk gun up there, it's green. How much caulk's in it? Yeah, drop. My bed looked like a mess, it's all right. I really want to make sure there's nothing on this sill, because this sill is, again, running parallel with the trailer. So this is what I'm considering a level surface, or plumb. No, yeah, level would be the right word there, yeah. This stuff smells really good. So there you go, I got a pan, or that's what I call it. It's probably got another name, but I call that a pan. And if you do have a vapor barrier, you want to cut the vapor barrier flush with that. If anything, cut it back a little bit, because you're going to need to tape that joint, but that's later, future videos. Now, before you do any silicone, I recommend testing to make sure your window's going to fit. Good thing I tested, because it's kind of tight. It's kind of, what am I hitting? Most of you know that I work a night shift, and so I like my bedroom to be pitch black because I sleep during the day. So I did cut some 2-inch polystyrene foam. Didn't really need to be 2 inches, but I cut it to fit the opening of the window, so my house will be pitch black in there. These windows really, one day I won't work a night shift. That would be the greatest day ever. That is a temporary fix to a problem. I'm probably gonna get some black fabric and wrap it over so it's black and you don't see that. That just looks tacky. On the Instagram picture, that will not be there. That looks cool. So it does fit in there nice and pretty. So we'll take it out. We'll throw down a nice, holy shit. Just a $500 window, not a big deal. So I'm gonna throw down a nice bead of silicone. I'm gonna put it on the farther side, on the inside basically, about 1 inch in from that 2x4. So if water does ever get down there, it's gonna hit that silicone. Also, when I put the window in, it's gonna squeeze it kind of flat out onto this surface. So I'm gonna run it up the jack a little bit, down the sill and up the side. I'm gonna stick it in. Generally on a window, it's gonna have a piece of flange right here, a little flat piece. You wanna make sure that flat piece is going all the way around. Sometimes they fold in, sometimes they're not fixed to it. So you wanna make sure that flange is out all the way around your window and stick it in there. But since I don't have a flange, I've got nothing to figure out where this window goes in and out. So I cut some 1x. Just gonna take that, put it on there. Now I know that the window frame that holds the glass is perfectly square or within reason, so I'm not going to use a level on this. I just want to make sure that my reveal around the window frame and the casing that holds the window in is the same. I'm going to just take a shim and stick it in there so I get the exact same. Break it off. Now I'm going to go on the inside and I'm going to take out some of those screws that hold the window stops and put in really long screws. still gonna be that same finish. There's still that aged bronze color. So I'm just gonna use those and put it in. Motherfucking shit! So I got 4 screws holding the window in. I can take this out now. When I screwed those in, I made sure I pushed the window out so that so I know that this ended up being flush with the plywood. So again, I'm just gonna check and make sure my reveal is still good. Got the window unlocked, I can open it. And I'm gonna put in a couple more screws. I keep talking about this flange, but I don't have one, so I need some type of sealant here. I am gonna trim this after with some PVC 4/4, 5/4, whatever the hell you wanna call it. It is 4/4, but it's not called that. So I'm just gonna use some of that same tape and make a seal around the window. Now my trim that's gonna go on here is gonna be about 1/4 inch in from this end. So I want this to be about 3/8 in, and I will end up siliconing around that joint to get a good seal, as well as underneath that trim. Oh, I'm putting it in upside down. That's bothering me so tremendously, you'd have no idea. I don't think I'll be able to sleep on that one tonight. That's gonna drive me nuts. A little Windex and we're good to go. Just make sure I got good adhesion with the tape and everything. All right guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I still got a lot more things to do. I got to finish Tyvecing, finish taping around the windows, and finish installing a lot of the windows. But I think that'll be it for this video. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I put out new videos every Thursday and Sundays right now. And I'm also doing a fully fan-funded tiny house build, which is right there. If you want to go and watch that project, it's on my Patreon page. It will eventually be released on YouTube, but I'm going to keep it over there for a little longer, because they are the reason that project's happening. If you want to see that video, you can contribute as little as $1 and you will get advanced access to all my content with my regular house, as well as that other fully fan-funded tiny house build. And you will be supporting that project. So it would be good, right? I think so. It would be great for a coffee. We've said this before, but a coffee, that's it. Just one coffee and you can watch it. It'd be great. Make sure you hit that like button, and as always, leave your great knowledge down below, and I will see you on the next video. That was the worst outro I've ever done, I think. It's up there with the worst. Not fully happy with the outro there, but now that I look at it, I could have went way bigger on my windows. That one could have been like another 6 inches wide, maybe 6 inches lower. These are all right. My bedroom is gonna be like I'm outside, because those bottom of the windows are right flush with my bed. So when I'm sleeping, I can just look out the window. Yeah, when you're sleeping, you look out the window. You are stupid. The next video in this, we're gonna do the trim. Trim around the windows will be one, and then trimming the corners will be another probably, or just trimming will probably be 2 videos. And then the siding. But I think we might take a break from the tiny house and work on a remodel project that I've got coming up. So it'll be a huge DIY remodel project that I'll take you along for, because I need to save up for the siding. The siding is going to be a couple $1,000s. So that's a huge thing that I need to work towards. So for you Patreon supporters, we're putting a hold on this project probably. As much as I love working on it.